these like triple-digit percentage increases in the number of young kids living below Canal Street.
Absolutely. One of the things that's really upsetting for us is that we totally support the pre-K program. My children enjoy the pre-K program. But right now, 2 of our public schools will not have pre-K when they open up in September because they have to make room for kindergarten classrooms because we're so packed downtown.
Oh, I mean, that's mostly because pre-K didn't exist until 2 weeks ago, right? I mean,
No. These were already pre-K programs that were being run. One at PS 276, and the other one it's actually at a brand new school that is called Pexlip. That it's incubating right now. The building actually is being built over near the South Street Seaport, and it's not open yet. And already they're saying we don't think we're going to be able to open with pre-K programs because the kindergarten population is exploding so much that we're going to have to use those classes for kindergarten.
So what are the parents of young kids doing in your neighborhood?
Well, that's a really good question. One of the things that we at Build Schools Now have committed to this year is that we want to keep track of everyone that's on the wait list for kindergarten, and maybe that becomes pre-K as well. Because I think last year when I was actually going through another process with our school, PS 150, almost was essentially moved, and the choice program was almost closed because of overcrowding, not because there was anything wrong with the school. And when that happened, the same time we were hearing about a lot of people that weren't getting into their kindergarten choices, and the wait lists were over 120 long. So it was really tough. So we were hearing, one woman said to me, I think this is a sign from God that I need to move to Jersey. That's the saddest thing I ever heard.
Well, but the name of your organization, Build Schools Now, it sounds like you're committed to a strategy, but I mean, if there was sufficient transportation or ease of transportation to a nearby neighborhood, would that work for parenting in your neighborhood?
Yeah, I mean, I think that what you're talking about, though, is 4-year-olds, and many of them have siblings, so I don't think it's practical to say, okay, your children are going to, your oldest child is going to go here, and the other child is going to go, a long way away. So we want to keep them in our community board, at least. It doesn't have to be right next door, but we're looking at Community Board 1, which is the fastest residential neighborhood growth of anyone. It's over 200%.
Well, I was going to say that this is duplicated, or something similar is going on in other parts of parts of Queens in particular, but nothing like what's going on in Lower Manhattan for the most part.
It's a success story, a post 9/11 tale, because after 9/11, and I was there at that time, everyone was really nervous that no one was going to move back, and the city put in incentives, which is wonderful, to get developers to grow the city. But there's no triggers to build schools, so that's the hard part at this point.
Okay, so now, what's the plan, Richard Bury, for that? I mean, there are going to be some neighborhoods that have acute needs, and if the seats